Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pixel, and today on the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel we're going to be taking a quick look at some gameplay and the performance of Rainbow Six Extraction running on our SAPPHIRE NITRO RX6800XT graphics card alongside the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X CPU. We've got all the graphical settings maxed out and we are playing at a native 1440p resolution. All the gameplay that you're about to see has been recorded using AMD Relive, and the performance overlay is provided by Rivertune Statistics server, so let's get right to it. Rainbow Six Extraction is a 3-player co-op shooter that has been developed upon the foundation laid down by Ubisoft's very successful competitive shooter, Rainbow Six Siege. As a result, mechanically and visually, both Extraction and Siege share an awful lot of DNA. Now, before we jump into the performance and visuals, I have to be honest, I have seen a fair few people complain that Extraction is nothing more than an expensive standalone DLC for Rainbow Six Siege, and as a product it's extremely lazy and basically just a quick cash grab. And I have to say, I completely disagree. Personally, I would love to see more developers and publishers take on Ubisoft's approach in regards to releasing smaller spin-off projects where they balance their own risk via massively reducing their development costs by reusing assets, mechanics and engines from pre-established games. If it wasn't for this sort of approach, we would not have games like Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry New Dawn, the Assassin's Creed History Tours, or even games like Fortnite and Apex Legends. In a world where AAA game development is becoming more and more financially risky, resulting in most publishers opting to play it fairly safe and stick to what they know is likely going to sell, innovation and originality are often the first things on the cutting room floor. Besides, what's the use of trying to fully reinvent the wheel in terms of core mechanics, gunplay and assets when you have a perfectly good foundation in a game like Rainbow Six Siege? I can say straight up that it was these types of co-op shooters that got me into PC gaming, and having played pretty much most of them, I have to say that I found Extraction holds up pretty damn well, and that it is mostly due to the solid gunplay and mechanics that have been brought over from Siege, not in spite of it. Now, as we switch focus towards the visuals and performance, our comparisons to Rainbow Six Siege are going to continue because one of Siege's most impressive features, the environmental destruction, seems to have been carried over verbatim. Plenty of surfaces can be shot through and destroyed, and most of the individual objects that litter each and every map are either breakable or at least react to being shot in some small way. As you'd likely expect, it both looks and feels great to be able to unload your weapons and have each and every one of your rounds having at least some small effects on the environment. Another area where I feel Extraction nails its visuals is in the use of volumetrics. Many areas of each map have a sort of thick atmosphere, and in a game that, to be fair, does kinda lack in terms of environmental variety, the use of colourful volumetrics does a decent job of differentiating one area from the next. Ironically, one of the biggest issues when it comes to environmental variety actually comes down to what I believe to be Extraction's most impressive graphical feature, the black sprawl that covers most surfaces and slows player movement. Not only does the sprawl slowly spread from nests and enemies, you can even shoot it to make it retract, which you'll be doing a lot since walking through sprawl slows you down greatly and, depending on the random parasitic modifier, can even hurt you for touching it. Rather than just using a simple material trick, the sprawl itself has a thickness to it, making it appear totally separate from the surface that it covers. Honestly, it's a beautiful effect, and I expect we'll be seeing a lot more of it in future for things like realistic snow coverage or even blood splatters and so much more. I really am a big fan of this effect, and like I said, it has to be hands down Extraction's most impressive graphical feature, even if it does kinda make all areas look pretty much the same. Unfortunately, however, due to the way that video was encoded, there is a very good chance that due to the specularity on the wet looking sprawl combined with the heavy use of volumetrics, the footage here on YouTube is going to suffer from a fair amount of macro blocking. This is simply due to YouTube not having the bandwidth required to encode such complex scenes, where the finer details within a surface contrast too much to allow for efficient video compression. What I'm saying here is that if you're playing this game for yourself, the overall image quality is going to look so much better than it appears here on YouTube. I'm not exaggerating when I say that Rainbow Six Extraction has some of the cleanest image quality that I've seen in quite some time. Where most modern games can often look pretty soft and fuzzy, Extraction manages to look clean and sharp. I'm assuming that this is most likely due to the way that the game handles its anti-aliasing and the fact that it's built upon a game designed to be competitive. Thankfully though, despite the sharp nature of the image, the game still manages to avoid most sharpness related artifacts, barring the odd bit of shimmer on some metallic edges. Performance wise, I'd say that we're mostly sticking around 130 FPS during gameplay with lows of around 100, whilst playing pretty much maxed out at a 1440p resolution. I personally played with FreeSync enabled, and barring the level transitions, the game felt immensely smooth and responsive at all times. Overall, I have to say that I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with Rainbow Six Extraction. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I have no doubt that this is going to be a contender for my personal game of the year, regardless of what releases over the next 11 months. I really do love the game, and I'm hoping that over the next coming weeks, I will be able to produce a couple more videos explaining why. For now though, that is going to be me done for today, so thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, then how about slapping that subscribe button and ringing that bell so that you'll be notified of our future content. If you've liked this video, then please do like the video, and if you've got any questions, suggestions or feedback, then please feel free to leave us a message down in the comment section below. With all that said, from myself and everybody here at the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll catch you later, bye bye.